Where are my eyes? Where is my dream? Why is here praise? Cold darkness here.
Long ago there were two bunny girls. There was Redcap, whose hair and eyes were pink. The dress she wore was red with a white apron, and her stockings were red and black striped. The other was Blackcap, whose eyes were blue and her hair white. Her outfit was the same as Redcap's, but the dress was black, and instead of red and black stripes on her stockings, there were white and black stripes. Both girls were in love with Mr. Wolf, who had once said, "If you run after two hares, you'll catch neither." And when both Redcap and Blackcap asked what he meant, he replied, "It means I've fallen for one of you." Both girls tried to make Mr. Wolf tell them who he loved, but he wouldn't. One day, Redcap went on a walk and bumped into Mr. Wolf. "I'm sorry, Mr. Wolf," Redcap cried. "It's all right," Wolf replied with a gentle smile. "Okay, thank you. Good day, little Redcap." "Thank you, Mr. Wolf. The same to you." They were about to go in opposite directions when Redcap asked to stop and tell who he loved, her sister or her. Mr. Wolf smiled and said, "You, little Redcap." Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months, and the love the two had for each other grew. One day, Blackcap decided to follow her sister into the woods, and saw that Redcap was meeting Mr. Wolf. Rage burned inside her as she saw the two kiss. She stormed back home and thought of a plan to get rid of Redcap. The next day, Blackcap and Redcap went into the forest, to the place where Redcap would meet Mr. Wolf. The two sat down, and Blackcap said they were going to play a game called Child's Play. Blackcap told Redcap to close her eyes, which Redcap did. Blackcap took out a knife and went over to Redcap. "Now," Blackcap said with a sinister smile, "we begin the game. As a word of warning, you'll get a feeling that whatever I say is happening to you. Now, you are sitting in a forest, and all is quiet. You close your eyes to relax when someone gorges them out." Redcap shuddered. She thought she could feel what was supposedly happening. Next, someone cuts off your lips, then your hair, and last, they cut off one of your feet. You can open your eyes now. Redcap tried to open her eyes, but found out she couldn't. "Oni-chan?" Redcap yelped. "I can't open my eyes." "Remember everything I just said?" Blackcap said cruelly. "Yes." "I did all of them to you." "Why, Oni-chan? Why?" "Because Mr. Wolf will be mine, and you're in the way. Goodbye, little sister." Blackcap got up and walked away from her dying sister. Redcap tried crying, but she couldn't since her eyes were gone. Even if she wanted to go to the wolf, she couldn't because one of her feet were gone. So she did the only thing she could think of, which was to scream for Mr. Wolf. On the other side of the forest, the wolf smelled blood, then heard Redcap's screams for him. Even though he was fast, he was too late to save her. When he got to her, he asked if she could hear him, and she answered, "I love you," then stopped breathing. The wolf threw his head back and howled in grief. When he smelled Blackcap's scent with the smell of Redcap's blood mixed in, he growled and took off after her. Blackcap heard footsteps, but when she turned around, everything went black. The wolf had killed her. Seeing that the murderer of his love was dead, he walked back to Redcap's body. with the knife that was the cause of her death clenched in his hand. When Mr. Wolf reached his beloved's body, he plunged the knife into his heart. His body landed with a thud next to Redcap's. The hand that pushed the dagger into his heart lay on top of Redcap's right hand.